I just woke up, and this one passage from The Surrender Experiment by Michael Singer has been on my mind. And I'm coming from a place where, at the beginning of my journey, I learned how to control my thoughts, how to raise my vibration. And I've been feeling amazing. Like, clearly, life has just been so freaking magical. And then going to the other step of being a deliberate creator and understanding my true power in my day-to-day reality. That's all going awesome. I enjoy being a deliberate creator. And I'm noticing I'm kind of just like coming back to a point where my mind is still active and I'm not resonating with it. So where's this resistance coming from within my own mind? And why does it want to keep coming back? So I'm just going to read the passage. Okay. Thus far, my entire path to inner freedom was focused around my meditations. That's where I went to become filled with a deep sense of peace and serenity. And it was working to a degree. I could sit for hours with a beautiful flow of energy lifting me upward, but I couldn't break through to where I longed to go. Furthermore, the personal mind always returned once I got up and became active. I needed help, and it came one day in a flash of realization. It dawned on me that perhaps I'd been going about this in the wrong way. Instead of trying to free myself by constantly quieting the mind, perhaps I should be asking why the mind is so active. What's the motivation behind all the mental chatter? If that motivation were to be removed, the struggle would be over, hopefully. This realization opened the door for an entirely new and exciting dimension to my practices. As I explored it inwardly, the first thing I noticed was that most of the mental activity revolved around my likes and dislikes. If my mind had a preference towards or against something, it actively talked about it. I could see that it was these mental preferences that were creating much of the ongoing dialogue about how to control everything in my life. In a bold attempt to free myself from all of that, I decided to just stop listening to all the chatter about my personal preferences and instead start the willful practice of accepting what the flow of life was presenting me. Perhaps this change in focus would quiet things down inside. Clearly, these were uncharted waters for me. Where would I end up? If my preferences were not leading me, what would happen to me? These questions did not scare me. They fascinated me. I resonate with this so much. I didn't want to be in charge of my life. I want to be free to soar far beyond myself. I began to see this as a great experiment. What would happen to me if I just inwardly surrendered my resistance and let the flow of life be in charge? The rules of the experiment were very simple. If life brought events in front of me, I would treat them as if they came to me to take me beyond myself. If my personal self explained, I would use each opportunity to simply let him go and surrender to what life was presenting me. This was the birth of what I came to call the surrender experiment. And I was totally prepared to see where it would take me. So I finished this book a while ago, and dude, his story is freaking insane. But I'm coming back to that passage because I don't have any answers right now. This is just all thinking out loud. Me being a deliberate creator, meaning I'm specifically choosing a desire and allowing any resistant thoughts and beliefs that go against that desire to be cleared. So I'm embodying the state of myself that matches that desire. And it's all based on my personal preferences, which is awesome. I'm honestly having a great time. Like, yeah, life is lit. I have absolutely no complaints. Something within myself is calling me for more. I'm feeling myself get emotional saying that. So that's a very true statement right now. The human brain is nowhere near powerful enough or even capable compared to what Source is able to do, what life's flow already has in store, where life's flow is already going. Like, I feel like my brain is always a few steps behind trying to catch up to it. So if my personal desires are coming okay. It's being called from my inner being. And then my human self pretty much embraces it. But then my brain gets into all of these preferences along the way. And do I honestly care about my personal preferences? I just want to completely let go. And I'm realizing it's correlated, honestly, to the amount of faith I have. If I truly believed Source and God has me for the very best, with so much love, why should my personal preferences even matter? And I think it's different compared to at a beginning of the journey where you need to understand your personal preferences because my cat's coming. You need to understand your personal preferences because we spend so much focusing on the negative that it's awesome to start focusing on the positive. And there's no easier way than just looking out for what you enjoy. Perfect. Makes sense. I'm already at the point where I understand what I enjoy. There's something missing here. Not missing, but uncovering. Something else is unfolding. And I have no idea what it is right now. Besides just true surrender. And I think it's time to really start this true surrender, and I'm super excited for it. I know how to be a deliberate creator. And can I still let all of that go and trust in the flow of life? Okay, I I think I'm gonna stop it here. Let's see what happens, dude. Okay.